Hello guys, my name is McKenna and welcome back to my channel. So last time I saw you guys, I was planning on coming home for a month and then moving to Bali in Indonesia and starting a new chapter of life there. Well, everything has kind of hit the fan. So I'm going to start off by giving you guys a little bit of the rundown. So I went to school at Bentley University. The coronavirus hit in June and I ended up coming home for 1 week, moving to Newport, Rhode Island and starting a skincare company. Now, everything after I went traveling kind of fell through with the skincare company. We basically couldn't leverage it to the point that we wanted to. So besides the point, we decided to can it. So I'm living in Newport, Rhode Island, and I get a random message. I go on a cross-country road trip with 3 strangers. That road trip ends up being an absolute disaster. I end up staying out in Colorado by myself, living with my dad's friend, meeting up with an old friend from college, getting into a new relationship, starting working full-time, and then coming back home. And my next plan was to be home for a month, spend some time with my family, and then move to Indonesia. So plan to leave October 1st, was getting all of my documentation together. And then news broke out that they would be extending the tourist restriction until at least the new year. So that kind of put a cap on everything. And at first I was really upset about it. I was so ready, at least I felt so ready to continue pushing myself, traveling further, embracing this next chapter of life, experiencing new culture and mindfulness and all of that stuff. But when I really took a second, I was like, I'm home in New York and I actually think this is a really positive thing. Now, I haven't been home consistently for more than Christmas break in like 3.5 years. I lived in New York and then Boston and then I lived in Milan in Italy. So I've kind of just been going constantly. So I'm kind of taking this as a sign from the universe to slow down, breathe, and just be here. So as I've been thinking about it more, I'm taking these next few months to really just decompress and ground myself mentally, physically, and spiritually. So that's kind of the flip that I'm putting on this pretty crappy situation. So in terms of the physical side of things, I have just started going back to the gym. I'm a very active person, and this is the first time I've really faced having to get back into the gym routine. I played soccer in college. I constantly worked out. So having this break has been really tough for me. So for the first time, I'm facing the getting back into it, and it's been really hard, but I'm kind of just like patting myself on the back and going in with a positive mentality and just appreciating that I'm even getting myself there. So I will be filming some kind of body transformation throughout these next few weeks, showing how my mindset's changing and all of that stuff. So keep posted with that. Now, the second area of my life that you guys know from my previous videos is extremely important to me is my spirituality and my mindful practices. Now, I've been meditating for about 2 years now, journaling for a very long time, but since I was traveling so much, I never really had time to stop and reflect, and a lot of things happened. I was not accepted by people. I was starting a new relationship, working full time. I never faced that I didn't get any closure in my senior year of college. I'm not playing soccer anymore. And all of this stuff happened. And I think my going to Bali was me pushing it a step further. And I was like, well, I'll stop to reflect when I'm there. It's a spiritual place. But moving to Indonesia would be a very big life change in this current moment. So I'm taking this as a time to stop. So in my spiritual practices last summer, I immersed myself in meditation, and I am doing that same thing now starting in September, but taking it a step further. So I am enrolling in an 8-week intensive meditation course, working on reflecting on everything that's happened, fully healing, and then filling that new space that I've made for myself, self-love, kind of planning for the future, seeing what I want for that future, and then making action steps to make the next chapter happen. So I'm really looking forward to that. One thing I want to bring up to you guys in that part of my life is I think that when I go through this spiritual journey, I'm going to take a break from all forms of social media. So Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all of it. I just want to really take this time to prioritize myself and my healing so that when I do come and return to it, I'm doing so with a completely clear mindset and full knowing of what I want to do, the kind of person I want to present myself as to you guys, the messages I want you receiving. And that way there's no weirdness in the in-between phase where I'm worried about things like views or how I'm being perceived or judgment or judging myself and being insecure, and all of that stuff is kind of just pushed out of the way, and I'm really just using media as a channel to reach you guys in the most genuine and authentic way possible. So just know that if I do take a little bit of a break, it's because I am doing this for all of us to hopefully get some new insights and awareness that will shed light and help all of us grow throughout the future. So just a check in there. And last thing I want to talk about that I'm really working on in this time now that I have to just sit still. Obviously, I'm going to be spending a lot of time with my family and my friends, and that's always important to me, so that's not anything new. I struggle with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. I just said that so terribly. I'm not going to try again. But basically, it's something I've been struggling with for years now, and I basically can't tolerate any food. I get horrible bloating and constipation, and it's just so uncomfortable. And since I've been going, I haven't really been able to rigidly monitor my diet. So there's been no time where I really tried to work to heal it. So that's also what I'm doing with this chapter of life. It's basically a really complicated diet called low FODMAP diet. And it's cutting out certain types of vegetables that cause a lot of bloating. You can't eat honey, you can't have salad dressings. It's just so many random weird rules with it. But I will update you guys with the process of that. I'm about 2 weeks in now, and I am feeling a little bit better. So that's pretty much it. Next week, I have a really awesome video coming. I am doing my first partnered video with a jewelry company, Ana Luisa. They are absolutely incredible. So I'm going to be doing basically a really fun, how to style jewelry based on your personality and outfit aesthetic vibes. So that's going to be a really fun video, just playing on, my passions. And then I'm probably going to be taking a little break. But that being said, like this video, subscribe to my channel so you can follow along the journeys with me of, getting my mind back on track, my body back on track, and just finding that grounded part of myself again. Additionally, you can follow me on Instagram. It will be somewhere linked below. And I look forward to the chapters in the future with you guys. I'm so excited, and I cannot wait till I can finally get out into Asia. But I know that this is part of the journey I need to be taking now for myself in order to embrace and appreciate that fully when I get there. So I love you guys. As always, have a wonderful day, night, whatever time it is where you are. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Bye.